All right, what we're doing here is 11.3. 11.3 is a slope match, which says match each of these equations with the slope m and the y-intercept of its graph. What we have is we have 5 different equations here that are going to match to 5 different slope and y-intercept combinations. Okay, in order to do this, what we need to first know is we need to first know that these equations can be written in slope-intercept form. So slope-intercept form looks something like this. So it's y equals mx plus b, right? Where the m is going to be our slope, and then the b is going to be our y-intercept. What we're trying to do is we're trying to get each one of these equations to be something like y equals something. Okay, once we get it like y equals something, it'll actually be in this slope-intercept form. So we could find the slope is going to be next to x, and then we could find the y-intercept is just going to be the number that's all by itself. Okay, so if we take number 1 and we do that exact thing, if we take number 1, then negative 4x plus 3y equals 3, and we solve this equation for this y here, right? At the end, we want it to say y equals something. What we would do is we would add 4x to both sides. When we add 4x to both sides, it would cancel these ones out, and we would have 3y equals, if we want to write it kind of like slope-intercept form, we would say 4x plus 3. Right? I wrote positive 4x because this is a plus, and I wrote plus 3 because this is a positive 3. Okay, the second thing we would do, right, just like any two-step equation, is we would just divide by 3 to cancel that 3 off the y. That would end up canceling these out, and we would have y equals, and instead of leaving it like this, I'm trying to turn it into slope-intercept form to make it look like this, we would say y equals 4 thirds, because we can't divide those evenly, x, plus, and I would do 3 divided by 3, which would get me 1. So now what I'm doing is I'm looking for something that has a y-intercept of 1, but a slope of 4 thirds. So if I look up here, a slope of 4 thirds, but a y-intercept of 1, that's kind of what I got going. So I'm going to match this one to B. Right? If I do those same steps on number 2. Number 2 is 12x minus 4y equals 8. And if I take those same steps and I protect this y and cancel everything off to the other side, my first step would be to minus 12x, and I would minus 12x. These 12x's cancel. I have negative 4y left, so I'm going to bring that down. Equals, and then again, I want to write it with the x first and the y, or well, this value second. So I'm going to write negative 12x, and then because this is positive 8, I write plus 8. Again, my next step, just like I did here, I cancel off the number on y. I'm going to divide by negative 4. The negative 4's cancel. I'd be left with y equals, and then I do negative 12 divided by negative 4, which is going to be positive 3x. And I do positive 8 divided by negative 4, and that'll be negative 2. So again, my slope is right here at 3, and then my y-intercept is negative 2. So I'm looking for a slope of 3. Oh, not that one because it's not a y-intercept of negative 2, but a slope of 3 and a y-intercept of negative 2. So these two match. Okay, I'm going to do one more. So number 3, we would do 8x plus 2y equals 16. All right, before we get started on this one, I'm going to pause it really quick, and I will give you a part 2.